Hey everyone, it's Brian from Provision Studios, and just making a quick video this morning. I took a personal day from work to take care of some private matters, so I figured while I was off, I would take my my gear out with me in case there's any opportunity for any videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the G50 and bring it along with me and see if I can get some footage shot. And I'm going to bring it along in my bring it along in my case. I'm probably going to glue this. That's the second time I've noticed it come off. Anyway, I'm going to bring it along in my my Apache case. So I'm going to take off the lens hood, replace it with the lens cap, place it here in the slot that I created for it, and I'll put the lens hood right here. So the X53 will stay here. I'm not planning on shooting any footage with it. So just lock it down. So this will have my G50 in it, and then I'm going to take this out to the car, and then I'm going to go handle my stuff, and then I'll try to get back on video with everyone to, if I get an opportunity to shoot something. All right, talk to you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, real quick, I wanted to show you something in here. I cut the video, and then afterwards I put a couple more items in here. The T7, the FieldWorld T7 on-camera field monitor. I'm bringing that with me, and then this is the sunshade for it. The bracket I'm going to bring in my backpack with the HDMI cable and several other accessories, including my gimbal handle and some other things. Anyway, I just wanted to point this out, that my intention was always to lay additional items on top as needed, or depending on what I was trying to do that day. So, so there we go. I'm bringing the this M50 with me. It's going in the camera bag. I'm bringing a tripod. I'm bringing my gimbal, and that's going to be it today. The AX53 is staying behind. I'm not bringing that out. Anyway, I've got 2 extra batteries in the camera bag, and an extra lens, my 22mm. But I put the kit lens on because it has image auto stabilization in it, which is what I should have shot the demo of this yesterday with, because I shot it handheld, and I think that this footage is going to be much more stable because of the stabilization in the lens. Anyway, all right, I'm going to head out now, and I'll see you guys in another edition to this video. If I end up finding anything I can go shoot out and about. Okay, talk to you soon. Alright guys, this part of the video is for the members of the Mazda MX-5 Club, and I apologize for the noise. These assholes across the street just came over, but I gotta get going. I wanted to shoot this real quick. Anyway, the Apache 4800 Weatherproof Protective Case, very interestingly, is a perfect fit, guys, into our trunk space. Perfect. You can reach right down, pull up the handle, and it is a perfect fit. So I don't know if anybody has researched those items. You might be pleased to find out that this protective case, and I have all my camera gear in it, but you might find that this protective case is perfect for your MX-5 too. All right. Now I'm gonna go try to get some decent footage. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Hey everyone, this is Brian at Provision Studios, and I'm just gonna make a quick little statement on all the footage you just watched. So my original intent was to get some footage shot while I was out the other day. Obviously, it didn't work out. I wanted to go to some sites in my area and get some cool slow motion footage, or potentially cool. I wasn't able to get the shots. It rained most of the day. Every time I went outside, it'd be cloudy, and then I'd look up and it'd be another rain cloud. So some of the footage I shot wasn't even worth keeping. So what I did do is I held off on the release of the video, knowing that I was going to have an opportunity to put some good footage in the can in a day or two. So on Tuesday, I went out, loaded everything up into my Apache 4800 case. Wasn't able to get any shots, so what happened is the next couple days, what I was able to do was take the G50 on my Zhiyun crane right here and go out in my yard and experiment with some different slow motion techniques. The Canon VIXIA HF G50 has built-in slow motion mode where you can set the camera to record onto a 24 frames per second render, but the camera's actually shooting while you're videoing in either 30 or 60 frames per second. Then when you export the footage out, the camera has electronically or digitally slowed the footage down to either by 80 or 40%, depending on which high frames you chose. So in the two separate clips I did the first one I did was the 30 frames where it slows it down, and then the second clip I did was where I shot it at 60 frames and it slows it down. So then the third clip I shot is I shot at just 1080p, 60 frames per second, and then I took the footage out. This was without the slow motion mode turned on. What I did was then I took that footage out and then I slowed it down inside of Davinci Resolve. So each part of the video is marked as you saw. So you're able to see, is it better to do the slow motion in the camera, or is it better to just shoot your footage at a higher frame rate and then slow it down inside your software? I think that I was liking just shooting the footage and then slowing it down inside my my software. But that's not to say that you couldn't use the earlier footage where the camera actually slows it down for you. I really like some of the stuff that was shot. Again, I would have loved to be able to get it some off of my property, which was the original tent, but I was just glad to be able to get anything at all. And I was able to learn some things about this camera, and how it interacts with my my Zhiyun crane. There was a couple spots where I was really able to get some nice footage in any one of the options that I chose, and I was glad for that. I seem to be getting good usable results regardless of what option I decided regardless of how I decided to shoot. The only thing I didn't like, and this is not in this video, but I shot some in 720p at 60 frames per second, and I just don't think that the 720p on this camera is really any good. Now again, I was doing slow motion, so I'm sure in regular frame rate without slowing it down, the footage would have held up. But the minute I tried to slow down the footage, it really just started to look bad, you know. So I'll probably never use the 720p. The 4K in this is fine. You can use the 4K on this camera with great results. There's nothing wrong with 4K. And obviously this camera is, in my opinion, is its home where it likes to live is 24 frames per second and 1080p. That's where this camera shines. Higher frame rates, it works well. It's crisp, it's clean, it has good dynamic range, and like I just showed earlier in this video, you can do some really good slow motion with it, and hopefully you guys are noticing that too. In your experience with the camera, the Zhiyun crane has completely changed my opinion about the negatives on this camera. Now, it's still a negative with the camera, but I've been able to find a workaround. The Zhiyun crane takes out the handheld stabilization performance issues I was having. So putting this camera on this gimbal and taking it around and shooting footage gives me 90% usable footage instead of 10% usable footage. So that's huge. Now I know that's what a gimbal's supposed to do, but it does it with great effect on this camera. So this camera needed it. This camera needed a little help there. So this gives it the help that it needs. And I'm very pleased that I didn't have to go out and spend any more money. I was able to grab a device that I had in my own studio, make the camera work on it by getting it balanced just right, and then able to go out and get some good footage with it. I have only used the pan follow mode on the crane with this. This weekend I'm probably going to experiment in a couple of the other modes with the crane just to see how the camera interacts with it. But I am very pleased with what I'm getting right now. I hope you guys can see the improvement. If you follow the videos I've shot just over the last couple weeks, I hope you guys are seeing an improvement in what I'm doing. So that's going to do it for this video. Slow motion on this camera, it's sort of a you pick 'em. You can either do the in-camera slow-mo where it slows down the footage for you, or you can obviously shoot in just your higher frame rates and then do it in your non-linear editor. So works either way. All right, guys. If you have any comments or questions, drop them in the section below. Always feel free to send me an email to bbuck822@gmail.com. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you would not mind, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification icon so you'll get a notice anytime I upload another video. And share it with your friends if you feel so inclined. Thank you very much. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye now.